Hello, hello, hello. I'm live according to YouTube, and I like this horizontal. Yes, for YouTube, because I don't like it when it has, you know, the black on the sides, when it's vertical. So yes, I'm gonna show you some of the things that I like the most about the Primal Kinetics that we did with Oscar. Today we had a workshop, and I'm, wow, still kind of sweaty from it. It was hard. And yes, I can do more videos with him, possibly tomorrow, because he's still here in where I live, and yes, he's coming from Miami, and yes, you can contact him, but right now I'm just gonna give you my own tips from what I like the best about his message. And my message to you, as always, is be fit, healthy, happy, free, yes, and I'm here to energize you to do that. So my interpretation of everything here is, number one, do not wear shoes, be bare feet as long and as much as possible for everything you do, whether it's aerobics or dancing, whatever it is, baby, you've got to be barefoot. Why? Because shoes constrict everything, the circulation, it deforms your feet, horrible. And we could go on and on about the bad things about shoes, but the most important thing is that we're using our feet to actually help us with the movements. For example, you know, when we do the swing, kettlebell swing, this is a little bit light for me. My feet, whatever I do with my feet helps not only my mobility, my stability, it helps with the whole muscle chain. As the traumatologist I interviewed said, it's like a domino. You hit one piece and it affects the rest. And that's basically how our body works. And what I'm doing here, 360 turning around, is one of the specialties of fit art. So I invite you to be a professional sponsor, as Chris has been our first, our best, our most generous sponsor ever. And because of him, we're gonna be co-creating FIT90X to be a B Corp. And I'm saying it right now publicly. It takes guts, but it also takes lots of follow-up. Okay, so we gotta do it. But I can't do it alone. I need you to join. So you see my feet? Can you see my feet? Okay, my feet are actually working here. And they're giving me the power. So from the ground up, we get the power. We've got to have power. One of the most important things I learned from this training is that number one is mobility, okay? Number two is stability. Okay, and they go together, of course, but you don't want to stay for hours in just one position. No matter how good it is of yoga, you want to actually move into the position. So if we're, let's say, we are doing something here, like a balance, we want to like do variations, whatever it is. You know, it's like, check it out here, 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 go all the way. And it could be that or something on the ground. So, you know, my interpretation is, yes, you can be very stable, but you also want to be mobile. And that's one of the things that I like the most about 360, which is one of our fit art specialties. Just check out the links below and join our exclusive community. If you're a guy, better, because, well, I can't explain it right now, but it's for guys right now, okay? And Chris is the #1 sponsor, so thank you, Chris, for being an example. And Fit Motivation is getting more excited and more confident because you're in it. Because I think that, you know, you're leading the way, and because you're leading, then other people will follow, and we can do it together, you see? And yes, I am gonna include lots of Primal Kinetics in FIT90X. In fact, I had a meeting with them to see how we're gonna make it happen because, well, many little details. The important thing is that, yes, I do want it to be like a healthy break that you take every 90 minutes or less, okay? And it is to get fit, healthy, happy, and free in 90 days or less. And there's many things that we're gonna do with the 90, like stay 90 seconds, exploring the movement wherever you are. And it could be like a pigeon pose. I don't know if you see me, if I do it on the floor, for instance, something like this. Okay, actually explore, going up and down. It's what I have practiced a lot with you guys. But there's so much more that we're gonna do. It's like we haven't even scratched the surface, as they say. You know, it's just the tip of the iceberg, and that iceberg is really, really, really deep. We can get really, really deep into it. Okay, number 3 comes strength. So yes, once we have the mobility and the stability, we've got to be strong in whatever we're doing. Okay, for instance, here I can be mobile, I can be stable, but then I also want to have the strength to do whatever I want to here. Okay, for instance, here I have to have the strength. And then I can do variations, crazy things that I can think of. Okay, so mobility, stability, and then the strength to do whatever you're doing. And this goes for anything you like to do. Do you like to play soccer, football, golf? You like to go jogging, running? Okay, you don't want injuries on your ankles, feet. Most people have injuries someplace. I don't have any injuries right now. I'm very happy about that because injuries take you out of the game. You want to be in the game. You want to be all in, right? And you want to go all out with your energy, with your passion, and just do your very, very best. And as I always say, to be your best, you know, at the end I will say it. You've got to be your potential, and that's going to really make a difference in your life and the lives of the people that you touch. So yes, this is the Live in English. If you're coming on right now and you speak Spanish, si hablas español, espera que ya vamos a hacer en español también. Y bueno, este va a ser un poco corto. Okay, so I'm going to continue in English so I don't get all confused and distracted. And third thing, I told you strength, right? And the fourth thing is actually the power. For instance, when I do a squat, I can have the strength here, and then, you know, if I want to do a squat jump, then, you know, I need the power. But first, I would have had the mobility checked, make sure that I am stable on those knees and on those feet. Okay, so it's really important. And it's gonna be fun. We're gonna do FIT90X presentations, and we're gonna get all ready for that. But for an example, you're working at the computer, and you're sitting on a chair, and most possibly and probably, you're just like this. Like using the back of the chair and losing your posture and getting a pot belly for no reason. Especially, you also get stress and you get that cortisol that creates belly fat, right? And anyway, so it's like bad posture is very prevalent in all sedentary people, which is most of us. So in order not to do that, that's one of the most important things that I found. Be barefoot. Number 2, don't use the chair. Use something like this, and since I like to sit on a stool at my desk, and we will make videos like that. It's like many ways of sitting. One of the ways is to pretend that you're on the floor. So you could be something like this, or like this, maybe a whole lotus pose or padmasana if you do it. Another way is actually sitting like this on a deep squat, like a little monkey, or like this and like that. And then even when you have your, say you have your smartphone, right? That's not very good for our posture. And then, you know, usually we go like this, right? So in FIT90X, I'm going to teach you many ways in which you can correct that. And we're going to do it from the floor up to all the activities that we have, whether at work, at play, wherever we are, in whichever surface you are at. Let's say grass, we're also going to work on that. Sand, water, and be able to just, you know, move with the most efficiency and the least injuries possible, okay? And number 3 is absolutely try it yourself. So if you have a chance, contact these guys. If you're in Caracas, Venezuela, contact Valentina. If you're anywhere in the world, let's say the US, I love the US. In fact, I lived there for 5 years. Then, you know, wherever you are, just contact Oscar, and he'll go there and give you guys a workshop. And you have to experiment it. I mean, today it was like an hour and a half. It was actually 80-minute workshop, and there were some things that looks very simple, like this, but they really, really make a difference. It's like, I have to practice. Something like, I was doing something like this. Oh gosh. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry guys, I forgot to charge the battery. You see, I'm not such a great producer, but whatever I learn that works, I like to teach and share. Okay, so learn, do, and teach. Learn, do, and teach. So my message to you is try it out yourself because it's super exciting and sometimes it's like, I'll show you just a few of my favorite moves. It's like you're playing, you know, something like, okay, you're like a baby. You know, what does a baby do? Like this, and then like this, and like that. And, you know, you could do these things that I love to do, the rolls, okay? And then you can come up like this, like a pistol squat, okay? I'll do it here. And you could do many variations like da-da-da, and then into a push-up, and then this back, and up, see? And pigeon pose, and ta-da. I don't know anything by heart yet, but we will practice a lot and have a bunch of variations for you to enjoy. And yes, whenever you're doing any kind of stretch, like the pigeon pose, I don't know if I told you this on this video, I lose track because this is like the third video I make. But yeah, something like this pigeon pose, you want to go forward, you want to go back, you want to go side, you want to go to the other side, and then you want to go around it and like dance, you know? That's pretty cool. Let me do it up here and have the most balance possible so that I don't fall. Okay, you could go forward and back and side, and the other side, and then dance. I think I'm gonna do the dance here. We don't wanna have an accident right in front of you guys. Okay, so this has been really fun. I hope you enjoyed it. If there's any questions, and take notes. So number 1, be barefoot or bare feet. Number 2, don't use a chair as much as possible. Avoid chairs. You want to stay mobile for life. Number 3, keep in mind that you've got to be mobile. After mobility comes stability, then comes strength, and then power. You want to have power, right? And lastly but not least, have fun with it because it's like becoming more instinctual. We don't need to learn how to get up from the floor. We already know how, as long as we were crawling, right? Were you crawling when you were little? Okay, we already learned how to do it. We just have to remember. So it's interesting. Anyways, I really recommend this practice, and it is Primal Kinetics that I am promoting. Gracias. You'll master it soon enough. Oh, Chris, you know, if it was such a beautiful comment, it had to come from you. Ass on grass is your favorite primal move. Well, you've got it right, because that is the most important one. Move. Español, please. Marcelo, en el próximo. Hola, hola Manuel. No fat on you, says Chris. That's sweet for you to say. ¿Te gusta más en español, Leonel? Claro que sí, lo vamos a hacer en español. Y conjuntos blancos. Relájate más. Okay. Am I flexible? Ask Kate. Hi, Kate. I'm pretty flexible. Hi. Thank you so much. I am pretty flexible, but you know, sometimes we're flexible for some things and not for others. So I still need to work on it. So thank you. Gracias, Marcelo. You love fit art, Chris. Thank you. Caliente. Me gustaría conocerme. Hola, Pedro. Cada día mejor. Gracias, gracias. So I'm kind of sweaty right now, and I'm gonna go so I can make the one in Spanish. I'm gonna charge the phone a little bit more, and I'll be back with you. Yo vuelvo ahora en español, ¿ok? Y les voy a hablar un poco más sobre esto. Así que gracias. Este es el baile. Happy dance, happy dance, happy dance, happy dance, happy dance. Y este es un ejemplo de 360, 360. 360 is one of the things that we do the most in Fit Art on Patreon. So thank you guys. Love you so much. Bye. Oh, I'm supposed to do it like here, right? This is a little better. Something like this so you can't see the mess.